Hey everybody, this is Jennifer. I'm coming to you with another sales update video. The first item I have is a pair of Dansk Blue Mist mugs. I picked these up at the Salvation Army for $1 each, and I had them out for $33. They didn't sell the first month. The next month I put them on sale, 10% off, and somebody offered me $26 and I took that. Dansk is a good brand to get, but it really depends on the design. Some of them are retired and people are looking for it. Others, it may not be worth it because of the weight of the item to ship, so definitely look it up before you pick it up. Okay, the next item is a BCBG denim jacket. BCBG I will pick up if it's the right price, between $1, $2, sure. I usually sell it between 15 and 20. This I had out for 25. I put it on sale and somebody offered me 20 and I took it. Okay, this is a pair of Bruno Magli Italian loafers. This is good to pick up. If you see a Bruno Magli, definitely pick that up. I purchased these at Goodwill for $5, and I had them out for $50, and it didn't sell the first month, so I put it on sale. And when I put it on sale, $40 is a very good price for these, and I had someone offer me $30, and I thought, wow, $40s are a good price, but I was like, okay, I don't want to send things forever. So I offered him $35, and he just went on and on that he wanted it lower. And as he was doing it, somebody came in and bought it for $40. So don't you love when that happens? So I paid $5 and I sold it for $40. And the next item is a men's Claiborne coat, and it was a nice big size, 2XL. And it was very clean. It was a really pretty coat. It had a very nice lining. And I was very lucky because I picked this up at the Salvation Army for $1. And I do sell winter clothes all year long. I have no problem with that. To keep things on is like nothing. So maybe I'll lower them a little bit off season. But before you know it, fall comes around again, and I usually will bring the prices back up, and this way I'm totally stocked and have that stuff ready. So I had this out, I don't even think I had this out for a month, and then it sold for $45, so that was great. Okay, this is a pair of Nautica polo shirts. I picked this up at the Salvation for $1. Both of them had the front stickers still on them. They didn't have any tags on them other than that, but those front stickers, I felt comfortable saying they were new without tags. Now, most of the time if they do not have tags, I'm not going to say the item is new. There has to be something on it that shows that this item was not worn. I know a lot of people, they'll pick up something, they'll say, oh, it's just in perfect condition, so I'll say it's new without tags. I'm not comfortable doing that. So, but these were great, so I picked both of them up for $2 all together, and they sold in a couple of days for $35. All right, the next item is a Pittsburgh Steelers vintage t-shirt from Nutmeg. I forgot to put that in the title. No, that's okay. It sold anyway. It sold within the first month, I think in a couple of weeks. I picked it up for $1, and I took a best offer of $15. Okay, this is a J. Crew women's blazer, and it's a schoolboy blazer. Now, a lot of them that I see come with the leather elbow patches. If you see that, it's worth more. So I took a best offer for $35, and I had this out for a couple months. But if it had those patches on it, it would just be at like a solid $50. So if you see one of these jackets out there, and even if it's at full price, you're going to make a nice profit on it. So I would definitely pick it up. I did get this for $1 though, and I sold it for $35. Okay, this is a Gibson drink mixer jar. I didn't exactly, I thought that's what it was, but I didn't know exactly what it was. I definitely didn't know the brand. It wasn't listed on it, so this took a little bit of research, but it was only $1, and obviously you could tell it was old. So I did pick it up. It did require about 20 minutes of research before I finally found it. And then that's how I got all this information up here from a picture. I picked it up for $1 it was at the Goodwill actually, and I had it out for $25, and I took a best offer of $20. and this is a pair of Van Heusen dress slacks. New tags, I pick them up all the time. They're great. It's pretty much a solid 20, and if you want to wait, you probably easily could get 25 for them. But I got a best offer of 20 for these, and I paid $1. Okay, this is a pair of men's leather Rockport shoes. I picked these up for $4 at a Goodwill. I don't know why they were $4. It was a great price. But I put them out for $50, and it doesn't reflect it, but I did take a best offer of $40. Okay, this is a pair of Gloria Vanderbilt shorts. Nothing special. They were new at tags. They're size 24. So the bigger sizes do sell quicker. They do sell a little higher too. I picked this up for $1 at the Salvation Army, and I sold it for $16. And this is a pair of Johnny Carson tickets, and I got this from a storage unit a long time ago, and I had put it aside and forgot about it. So I found it and I listed it, and if I wanted to sit on this for a while, I'm sure I could have gotten more, but I had it out for $40, and it didn't sell the first month, so I put it on sale. Someone offered me $20, but it's literally like I got it for nothing. So I took $20 for these 2 tickets. Okay, this is a vintage George David Fashions. This is not why I picked it up. Not for the name. It was mohair. And it was just cool and old and vintage and a weird color. So I picked it up for $1 at the Salvation Army because nobody wanted this weird furry coat. And I had it for a few months, but I eventually sold it for $25. I took a best offer of $25 for this. And the last item, if you do see this, definitely pick it up. I didn't know anything about it. It was just sticking out of the sweaters at the Goodwill because it was so large. It's made of mohair, another mohair. And like, you definitely want to pay attention to brands, but you want to pay attention to materials too. If it's Angora, if it's a mohair, if it's cashmere. Those are things you definitely want to look for. It doesn't matter if it's not a great brand. If it's that material, you want to pick it up. This was a size large, but it was really large. And I picked it up full price. I paid for it at the Goodwill for $5.49. And it sold in a couple of days for $35. Okay, yep, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.